So yesterday I stumbled into a pretty dark, amazing digital circus theory. The original theory belongs to KEL TADC. I recommend you check out his channel if you enjoy the amazing digital circus theories, especially more mysterious and ominous ones like this one. So the theory is that Drax is coming to a bit of a dark end. I mean, Ultworks did announce that it would end pretty sadly, but this is kind of on another level. So this theory starts from a story from 1966. I have no mouth, but I have to scream. Probably heard of it in other amazing digital circus theories, but they never elaborate on that. The story is about how World War III starts and ends, and the US, China, and Russia built their own supercomputers in order to fight the war for them. Here is where the similarities come in. At the end of the war, the American supercomputer called AM consumed the other two supercomputers to become even better. Now, this is very similar to the scene at the beginning of episode 7 with the red dot and the blue dot. The red dot is, of course, Kane. Kane then follows what seems to be Abel, the blue dot, and that's how he becomes essentially the ruler of the circus. Now, another similarity comes in very quickly after AM wipes out the whole of humanity. It keeps 5 people alive and traps them in some sort of simulation. And these humans aren't just regular humans because they're all very similar to our characters except for Pomni. Remember that Pomni does not have a similar character, it will be important. So there is one who's supposed to be Zubal. AM gives him like a very animal-like body, and he's not happy with that body. There's also one through who has been through hard times as a child and um hopes with that by being kind to everyone, which is supposed to be Ragatham. Um there's another one, the only one whose name I remember, Gernok, who's supposed to be Kinger because he is the oldest of the group and he had some relation in creating AM. And there is another one who's supposed to be Gangle, who's always insecure and doubts everything that he does. Now, there is also the last one, which is where this theory really starts. The fifth character is Ted, who stays away from the group, mean to them, but he actually cares for them a lot more than they realize. He's only being mean because he's scared. And that is so similar to Jax. Now, AM makes them immortal. Keyword immortal. Um, but not unkillable. I mean, they can't commit suicide. I don't know why. But basically, for 109 years, he plans to put them all into insane torture. And one of the key things he does is starve them. He starves them to a level that is just not not good. Here and then, one time, AM sends them on a mission. He puts a bunch of can of food into an icy cave and tells them about it. Go to the cave. They struggle for days. But when they get to the cave, figure out that the can couldn't be opened. AM gave them hope and completely shattered it, which is what Kane does in episode 7. Give them the escape the circus adventure. Give them hope for what they've been longing for so long, only to ruin it at the end. And that's kinda where our story stops. But this is where episode 9 might take a darker turn. His head grabs an ice kind of spike things, I forgot what they're called, and stabs each one of his 4 group members. He didn't do this because he snapped. He did this because he realized that it was the only way out, and he stayed behind. He knew that AM would give him a terrible punishment, and that's exactly what he did. He sacrificed himself. And a typical thing. One guy has to stay behind. But this is where the theory takes a turn for the better. You see, Pomni, as I said, it would be important, didn't have a double. That may be the thing. Maybe Pomni is who will help Jax get away with them. Maybe the plot isn't going to be followed that closely. And maybe Jax still has a chance.